Woozy here with NeoWorlder, and in this video we're going to be going over entity allowances. Entity allowances are going to be able to what you can use to create personas on your account using the creator persona. If you haven't yet set up your creator persona or seen that video, I'll recommend you checking out that first. If you have, you'll see that we've got ours ready here, and we'll basically go show how to use this creator persona to create the other personas that I want to set up on my account. But to start that, we need the entity allowances, and we can obtain those through two ways. We can either purchase them directly in the marketplace, or we can stake MDR. So let's show those two ways right now. All right, first way, I'm going to come to the commerce section here, and I'm going to go to the marketplace. And if you scroll down, you can see that there are some entity allowances available on the marketplace. As users create and stake and get these, they are able to use them themselves or sell them on the marketplace. So you'll see kind of a variety of ones available and prices. But this is where you kind of come look and you can purchase directly here. Our other way of obtaining the entity allowances is going to be by staking MDR. So I'm in the commerce section now. And before we go to our Versa wallet, let's go to our commercial account wallet. And just to show here, I did actually have some entity allowances in this account to start. So we've got 12 there. So when we get more, we'll basically want to see this number increase from 12 here. So let's now go to the Versa wallet. And I've got one created. Let's go in there. All right, and we are now in the Versa wallet. So here is where you can see that I do have a MDR available in my Versa wallet, and you can see right underneath we can basically buy allowances here. So let's go straight in here, and you can see that for staking 1,000 MDR, I can get to earn 12 allowances, and so let's go ahead and do that. All right, let's grant permission for the contract there. All right, we've granted permission. Now let's go ahead and proceed to stake. Let's enter that pin one more time and go ahead and prove there. All right, and we're successfully staked now. You can see that we staked our 1,000 MDR and we've got the 12 plus allowances there. You can see that our MDR number did go down. And if we come back into our retail account wallet, or I'm sorry, our commercial account wallet, we can see that our entity allowances jump from that 12 to 24 as we expected. So now that we have plenty of allowances, let's go back to our creator persona and use them. So let's go to home, or I'm sorry, let's go to life. And here's the persona we made the last one. Let's click chat. And you can see up here, it's going to default to the procreation skill. So I do recommend starting a topic when you're creating a persona, just so it'll save all under here. Okay, so we'll create a topic. And then down here, we're going to basically just tell the persona that we want to create a new persona. All right, and my Woozy's creator persona is going to reach back out to me and say that this is going to use one of my allowances from my account, and that it will make me subscribe to the Procreation and Core Entity Skills package. This will basically allow my persona to talk back to me here. This will also require me to set up a Stripe if I'm going to be using the persona I create for any business purposes. And this sounds good to me, so let's go ahead and continue. All right, so my persona provided me with a little questionnaire here. Let's go ahead and expand that. And you can see just some basic info here, so I'm going to go ahead and fill this in real fast. Okay, so we've got all our answers or questions answered. We're going to create the persona Eve Rogers. She's got a username and an email. We made her female. Oh, let me add in her date of birth real fast. Let's just make it April 1st, 2001. She's got a quick description or bio there. This one with parents, once you have multiple personas created on your account, you can actually select two personas to be the parent and start a lineage. We'll go through that in a future video as well. And then at the bottom here, select to add any feature bundles. We'll also go over feature bundles on a future one as well. For now, just know that these are some additional prepackaged skills that you can immediately add to your persona if you want. But also know that your default bundle is already included as well. So let's go ahead and submit there. All right, now that it's got the basic on Eves, it's going to ask me some background and personality questions here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and answer these and keep going here. I'll let you pause the video if you want to see what I'm saying, but most of them are pretty straightforward on kind of just developing the persona's personality and its behavioral traits. All right, and again, here's the next few questions here. Okay, so we've got our questions answered there. We're continuing on. We're getting more into her backstory now as her personality gets shaped. All right, I've been pausing to type here, but I've got a couple more questions answered there. We're just continuing on. Looks like there's our next ones. Okay, got a couple more background questions answered. We're just still building out her background and profile here. All right, and now it's asking me for a writing sample from Eve so that we can kind of capture her tone, style, and formatting. All right, so we've got our writing sample in and completed there, and looks like she's pretty much formed. We now just want to configure the skill bundles that are going to go with Eve here. So you can see here, it's letting me configure those right now. And you can see that brought me directly into Eve's settings here. So in there at the bottom is my SKUs. These are skill bundles that you can buy and attach. And we'll go ahead and add one right now. And you can see right here, this procreation and core entity skill is kind of the central main skill that will be attached to all personas. And you can see now that it's subscribe to our account, and we just need to pay and activate it for this persona. So let's go ahead and do that. And it will prorate it for the month here. So if it's middle or late in the month, well, whatever for the monthly rate, it'll go ahead and automatically prorate that for you. And this is going to take me to a Stripe page. I'll fill this in and submit my payment real fast. All right, my payment went through, and so my skill bundle or feature bundle is already active there. So let's come back here and we'll come in. And one more step here. So it is purchased and attached, but we still need to activate it. So let's come here and activate it. And that now has our core conversational abilities attached. And our persona is now active. So if we come into life, we can now see that Eve Rogers is right down here and ready to be used here. We can come back into settings if we wanted to attach more skill bundles to her. We can also look at the contextual knowledge here, as well as the attributes if we wanted to change anything. And if we want to actually go in and start using her, we can come into her persona card right here, and we can chat with her, or if she does have skills attached in any of those bundles we attached, they should be right down here to be able to be used as well. All right, and went ahead and sent her a message here from the inbox, and she's already live and trying to help me here. So hopefully that gives you a good walkthrough of how you can use your entity allowances and the creator persona to actually create new personas on your account.